What's up, blockheads? Headed to Orlando Harley right now. A little bird told me that HDSpaceCowboy, aka Alex, one of the Harley Davidson interns, is up there. I think it's really funny. That was a cool gray color on that truck. Either that or it was really dirty. So yeah, I think it's really funny because anytime like something's happening up at Orlando Harley, there's like 4 or 5 people that basically let me know, what's going on. So it's like I got I got little birds. So I got a text from Maurice, who works up at the parts department now, and he's like, yo, I think that guy from your video is here. So Alex, like I said, HDSpaceCowboy on Instagram, will drop his link in the description below. Decided to swing by Orlando Harley, and Reese saw him. Reese texted me. I texted Alex. I said, hey, are you at Orlando Harley? He said, yeah. He said, you in the area? I said, yep. So I'll swing by, say what up, and go from there. So if I can get through all this horrible Orlando traffic, I'll say what up. Oh, here's that cool gray truck that I was just talking about. Oh, it's a Raptor. No wonder I like it. Oh, I love those trucks. They look so just like beefy. They're pretty damn nice. And they make them, what, like every other year or something? So it's not like consistent or constant. What does that say? Blind spot radar. This thing's nice. I wonder what year this is. I want a freaking Raptor. So whenever I show up this, I can be like, y'all know what I'm saying. I got a Velociraptor sound. Hey, I got a really awesome joke for you guys. What did one Velociraptor say to the other? I cracked myself up. I don't know if I've told you guys this one, but it's along the same lines. Dinosaur joke. What does it sound like when a pterodactyl goes to the bathroom? The P is silent. Seriously, people hate that joke. I love that joke. I don't even love it because it's like, I mean, it's clever, but man, it is dumb. And people are always like, I like people's reactions whenever they like roll their eyes really hard and they're like, oh my god, that joke is so dumb. I guess it is. You are correct. It is a very dumb joke. But I love dad jokes, man. Just those really dumb, obvious dad jokes. I will take those every single time. I think I've told you guys. I think I mentioned that in a video previously. I always seize those moments. Like Miss Block yesterday, she was talking about something with the cats. I forget what it was. But there was an opportunity to basically put like meow into the word. So I did. And she said, oh my god, rolled her eyes real big like she always does. Dad jokes or old man jokes and puns. I'm all about that stuff. Well, there it is. It's a bike I keep seeing all over Instagram. Oh man, people signed his tank even? Crazy. Alright, I'm gonna cut. Go meet this dude real quick. That's the bike though. Band-aids. Assuming, yep, from where he was flat tracking. That's cool.
Yeah, who's on the helmet? Who's on the helmet?
Well, that was cool, meeting up with Alex. Like I said, I'll drop his link down in the description below, as well as right here on the screen. You guys be sure to go give him a follow. Like I said, he was one of the Harley Davidson interns over that Find Your Freedom summer internship. So he's going to be back up here in a couple weeks, and we're going to meet up. We're going to be doing the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, and yeah, we're going to film an episode, just kind of talk about his experience going through the internship and all that stuff. So if you guys have any questions that you would want to ask him, be sure to post them up in the comments down below. In the meantime, I'm headed to Sloppy Taco Palace right now to grab some food and meet up with Miss Block and Dana. So on the way there, figure I'll go ahead and talk to you guys about something that I've been needing to talk to y'all about. Previous episode, I did mention possibly getting rid of the Low Rider S, and I know because a bunch of you guys are going to post up a bunch of different things, and I've been doing this YouTube thing for a little bit. I got a couple videos out, you know, one or two, so I'm pretty confident I already know what the range of reactions is going to be. A lot of y'all are going to say cool, a lot of y'all are going to say you're stupid, and it's pretty much going to be anything and everything in between there. And I know a lot of y'all are also going to say that I don't owe you an explanation, and I don't owe anybody an explanation, and the reality of it is that I actually don't. But I like to think of this as like a community, and basically letting you guys in on my thought process, and to kind of help not explain it to you guys, but to share with you guys, I guess, my thought process. So I'm not explaining anything, I'm not trying to justify anything, I'm just sharing. So my thought process behind getting rid of my 2017 Dyna Low Rider S. So with this bike, I had a bunch of plans. I had planned on modding it out like crazy, right? Building it out, especially whenever I was talking to Jason Paul Michaels and we were going to collaborate on a build. Now we had a couple people on board. One of the big ones, S&S. If you guys don't know who S&S is, they make really high quality engine parts, really high quality engines. You know, performance driven, you know, badass engines. So I got to talking, and a couple of you guys even commented like in the video where we were talking about building out and modifying the Low Rider S, and you were saying, why would you do that to a 2-year production bike? And so my answer was, because it's the bike that I have. Well, after talking with a couple more people, and you know, people in the industry, and they basically told me that if I did any major work to this bike, that it would actually decrease the value of it. So that really ended up making me hit the brakes quite a bit. So basically, if I change out to a different cam, if I change out, you know, the top end, do a big bore kit on it, whatever, it actually decreases the value of the bike, and it decreases the reliability of the bike, and no longer under warranty. So, Scoop. So yeah, seeing as this is a 2-year production bike and the very last year of the Dyna, so it's a, like I said, 2017 Dyna Low Rider S. A lot of people are like wanting this bike. You can't find them hardly anywhere online, and where you can find them online, you know, Cycle Trader, they're all across the nation, but they're intermittent, you know, and they're going for quite a bit, you know, a good bit of money, because supply and demand, you know. I don't need to explain economics to you guys, but it's a Low Rider Special, and the reason it is that special model is because it's got the 110 cubic inch engine in it, and the styling of it, drag bars, it's blacked out, you know, the engine, everything blacked out, and then the coloring of the wheels, you know, there's a lot of attention to details, you know, that's why it's a special model. And it's the last of the Dynas, the most powerful last of the Dynas, so people want it, which is good for me. It's one of the reasons that I bought it, because it was an investment and I knew people would wanted it. What I didn't think about was the fact that I wouldn't be able to work on it, and if I did work on it, it would decrease the value of it. So my thought process was, I still want to build a Dyna. I still want to, you know, build bikes. I still want to work on bikes. And so for a little bit there, I was actually looking at a used Dyna, and it was like a 2009 or something, I believe, and it was kind of in rough shape, but with some TLC, I could get it to a point at which like that would be a badass bike. And with the people that I have to work with, I could do it for a decent budget. So to me, it doesn't make sense for me to keep this bike and modify it and devalue it, right? So basically, I don't want to work on it because I don't want to devalue the bike. So I could sell it, pick up an FXDR or another new Harley or motorcycle. I mentioned FXDR just because I really like it, and before I even thought about getting rid of this one, or actually before I even saw the FXDR, I've been looking at the Breakout for a while. because, like I said, if you guys can't tell, I like my bikes low and sleek. And so I was looking at the Breakout for a while. I was actually considering, you know, getting one of the new Softail Breakouts, you know, and trading this in. And I had made an artist rendering, like just like a rendering of what I wanted to build this Dyna out into, and it is eerily similar to the FXDR. However, I'm never going to get this bike to the level of FXDR without devaluing the bike. Does that make sense? Can you guys see where I'm coming from? So a lot of my content comes from working on bikes, right? You guys, you want to see builds. You want to see how to do stuff. And with this bike, we had some big plans. We had planned on taking the engine apart, rebuilding the top end, you know, throwing a new cam in, tuning it up. Like, we had some really big plans with this, and I was going to walk you guys through all of it and show you all of it. You know, rip the guts out and make this thing a monster, which it already is a monster. We were going to make it more monster-ier, but multiple people, you know, people that they're reliable, they know what they're talking about, told me, you know, that if I work on it, unfortunately, it'll lose value. So that has deterred me from doing it. So to me, it makes sense to buy a bike that's not, you know, a special 2-year production, just badass Dyna, but, you know, start from something a little more baseline. You know, this bike's already been built up to be awesome. So if we start from something a little more baseline, you know, I buy like a used older Dyna, I can build it up into something like this or something badass. And I feel like that serves as more of like a service to an older bike, you know, giving it like a new life versus this one, which has plenty of life. Like, building off of this platform, like, this is already an amazing, solid, powerful, you know, reliable platform. It makes more sense to me, with the amount of work that we're going to be doing, to do that on an older bike, basically giving it new life. And I can sell this one, get a different bike that I enjoy, since I was considering the Breakout and then the FXDR came out. That makes sense to me. And then also buy a used lowrider, or Dyna rather, just, I could do any Dyna, and build that out. But that's my thought process for the time being. We're gonna get some tacos, and I'll continue this after I get some tacos. Seriously though, she purty. Alright, done at STP. Actually didn't have tacos, I had a wrap, and it was good. Speaking of wrap, go ahead and wrap up this episode, kind of continue where I left off, give you guys maybe like a Cliff's Notes, TLDR. Basically, I want to continue wrenching on bikes. If I continue wrenching on the Low Rider S, it's only going to devalue it. So, I feel like wrenching on this bike is a disservice to it, but then at the same time, I feel like having a bike that I can't do that on, you know, it's kind of like, not boring, but I love the bike. It's awesome. It's a beautiful bike. But I want a challenge, I guess, you know? And I feel like there's somebody out there that would greatly appreciate this motorcycle for what it already is, because it is badass. But, as per normal, like I always ask, you guys be sure to post up your thoughts down in the comments below. Let me know what y'all think. Am I in the right state of mind here? Let somebody own the bike that appreciates it for what it is right now, because what I'm trying to build it into, or what I would want to build it into, isn't what it is right now. Or if I did try to, it would make the value of the bike go down, which doesn't seem to really make sense for me. I don't know. I'm just trying to be logical and level-headed about it, but I know you guys are always there to check me if I need it, so y'all check me if I need it. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. Big shout out to Alex, HDSpaceCowboy, for meeting up. Looking forward to collaborating with you, sir. Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, here we come. If you guys want more info on that, be sure to check out the link in the description below as well. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button. If y'all aren't subscribed already, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well. Hit that bell icon while you're over there so it sends you notifications of future uploads and activity. And until next time, you guys ride safe out there, stay vigilant. Man, why am I talking in that voice? I feel like I'm a salesman. Ugh. You guys know the drill. Ride safe, stay vigilant. I will catch y'all later. Alright. Deuces.